Stay standing. We're gonna start, our feet are between our partner's legs and grabbing both of their ankles. I want you to seek this if you lose it and just hold on to it for as long as you can. You're not looking to make him fall down or go to his hands. We're just trying to hold this for as long as you can. You can put your legs anywhere you want between his legs, as long as they are between his legs, and I'm gripping his feet. Ryan's gonna look to remove my connections of my feet, get them out from between his legs. He can do whatever he wants, getting as close or as far away. He just has to keep 2 hands on me at all times, okay? He's trying to not fall on me, just trying to keep my legs out. I'm trying to get my feet back inside, just to hold for as long as I can. Switch top bottom. This time, bottom player, I still want you to seek getting both of your feet between your partner's knees. Once you get here, you're going to work to bring your partner's hands to the floor and keep them there for as long as you can, or bring his hips to the floor. If that happens, you win. Switch top, bottom, stand your back. Top player, we're going to start connected, but a little bit closer, standing between his legs or outside of his legs with your knee as close to his knee as you can. I want you to continue to clear connections, especially his feet, and keep your knee close to or in front of his knees for as long as you can. Still no going knee on belly or chest to chest. We're just looking to start here, get as close as we can, keeping our knee close to or in front of his knees for as long as we can. Okay? on your back. Just try this way a little bit. Now we're going to start next to our partner. We have his arm glued to his head, and I'm collecting both of those between my arms with a connection to my other arm. Could be fingers together, palm to palm, anywhere you guys want to grab. We're just going to hold this position, trying to keep him flat on the floor. I'm not trying to submit. I'm not trying to go anywhere else. I'm just trying to stay next to my partner, keeping this head and arm and holding him flat to the ground. I'm always keeping something on one side of his head and something on the other side of this connection. I don't want to let anything slip out and his arm get removed from his head. I'm keeping it attached to his skull. Bottom player, your job is to just, you don't have to show it, reverse and get on top, or get his elbow back between he and top player. Okay? Keeping it really small, so even if he starts turning away aggressively, we're not trying to take the back, we're just trying to keep him on the floor. Okay?
No hook coverage? Stay on side?
Stay next to them.
switch sides. I was like, oh, these other arm is strong here. Found her down.
Go on your back, head facing that way. Go on your back. We're start same connection, but this time we're covering our partner's hips. Still gathering up his head and arm between my arms, connecting them any way you want, and always keeping his arm glued to his head. Top player, your job is to get to the previous game's position and squeeze slowly until your partner taps. If you're successful with that, I want you to start with the same connection to your partner's arm and head, but from a side pin. I'm keeping his head and arm gathered between my arms, connecting them any way I want. I want you to get to the other side and squeeze until your partner taps. Bottom player, same thing. Get your elbow back to your body and get your hands on your partner. I really want bottom player to prioritize getting your back off the mat, even if it's something as small as this. And try to use more rotation to help you turn away or into your partner. And since he's connected so strongly to our shoulders, and especially in the finishing position, I want you to plant your feet on the floor or use them to help you move your hips to help you create rotation. Okay?
You want in or you would You have the head arm from up. You're trying to just not touch.
Stay on it. Nice. Now start side pin. You have a head and arm on the far arm. Same thing, get to that side and finish. Let me take your back, you sitting that way. Starting in the back, my hooks are in and I have a seatbelt. His head is sandwiched between my arm and my head. I'm trying to maintain this connection for as long as you can while looking to stay on your partner's back. We're gonna work to get more hands on their arms than they have on ours. Get them out of the way so we can start wrapping an arm around our partner's neck and touching his back. From here, connect to anywhere on your arms. I just want you to get to touching your bicep and hiding your hand on your partner's head. Defender, your job is to just turn the face, either putting his back on the mat and facing, or rotating inside of my hooks and facing me. Should be good. Don't worry about arm traffic or anything. Do whatever you want to do. Just get the hands out of the way so you can get an arm around the neck. Okay? Mm-hmm. Huh? Yeah, I tried to trim it and then I was like on the wrong setting, so I was like, fuck, I gotta take it all off now. Good, connect your arms. Keep attacking the neck. finish? Let me take your back again.
Yeah, that's what it is. Your stomach. Yeah.
Starting the back, same thing, seat belt, my hooks are in. This time attacker, you have to go from chest to back to any chest to chest, hips covered, uncovered, doesn't matter. But you have to stay under at least one arm. I start building up, I'm behind or under one or both elbows. Once you guys come up to any kind of chest to chest pin underneath at least one arm, I want you to work to submit your partner. You can go back to the back if you want, as long as you get to something like chest to chest under an arm first. Bottom player, your job is the same thing, to face your partner, your back on the floor, or rotate in, but you also have to get your elbows back to your body. If I come up and I'm under an elbow, the game continues until I submit or until he gets his arm back to his body. Okay. Should be enough. Okay. As long as you go from the back to any side control mount under an elbow, submit your partner. Okay? No, start with the hooks in first. Go. That's a win. Oh, Tyrus win. Yeah, got his elbow back to his body. time. It's class. Let's get ready for all levels in a couple minutes.
I mean, the earlier you come to, I mean, tomorrow, like, if you're cooked after the 7, you don't have to stay for the 8. You know what I mean? Try and get it all up front with it. Same thing with Friday, if you're here for 6. And then if you want to stay for overnight, stay. If you want to leave, you bounce. And then recover for Saturday morning for the seminar.
How about you? Stay standing. We'll start with underhook versus overhooking player. I don't care where you put your hand as underhooker. I just want you to stay close to your partner's shoulders and stay connected the best you can. Overhooker is not looking to run away. He has to stay in the engagement. I am going to look as the underhooking player to always try to split my partner's legs for as long as I can from the front or from the back. You get here, maybe. You win by locking your hands around their torso or around the leg. Overhooking player, your only job is to not let your partner connect their hands around you. We're not looking to explicitly like kick them over or something, but whatever you have to do to not let their hands connect, stay far away, stay close, whatever you have to do. Okay?
So you both are trying to connect?
No. If you are overhooking, you're just trying to not let him win by connecting his hands around you. Okay? Good. 1, 2, 3. Go. Get under upon it. I want you to start with this. Okay? It's not wrong to do stuff like this, but just start here. See if it helps you hold him down towards the ground, help you make space. Underhooking player, remember we're trying to split the legs. Step between your partner's legs from in front or behind. You win by locking your hands around a leg or a body. Did I say locking legs or arms? Clear his hands. Get his hands off you. Good, keep splitting his legs. Watch your space, guys. Good. Oh, Judo G. You can lock your hands any way you want, just make sure it's uneven, okay? Good, keep him out the middle. Don't just step between his legs, split his legs apart. Yes. Impose on him. Get close. Yes. Yeah. Start it again. So we're going to start body lock, under hooking player, has your hands connected. We're still looking to continuously split our partner's legs from in front or from behind. You win two ways: by getting behind your partner's arms and elbows, or by picking your partner's feet up off the ground, belly button facing his body, or belly button facing away from his body. Don't spike each other in the head. Don't throw each other through the floor. Okay, we're just trying to get the toes up off the ground. Get a body lock. Body locked player. We're trying to keep our feet on the ground for as long as we can. We're not looking to run away and break connections. We're just trying to, like I said, keep our partner in front of us, keep our feet in the ground, and still look to split our partner's legs from in front or from behind. I want to make it very clear, especially for overhooking player, do not allow your weight to start falling. Okay? I want you to be heavy on your partner and have him not be as mobile by holding him toward the floor. But I want to make it very clear, I'm not trying to fall onto my partner. I'm trying to split the legs, keep him in front of us. Okay?
We're not repummeling our arms.
Nope. You're stuck as the overhooking player. Okay? Doesn't mean you can't use it to move him around, you know. If his hands come disconnected, don't repummel, but it's his job to lock his hands back again. You guys understand? 1, 2, 3. Go. Watch your space. Watch your space. We're both looking to split the legs from in front or from behind. If you have underhooks, pick your partner up off the ground or get behind him. Nice. We can pick him up, belly button facing him or belly button facing away. Get your hips close. It's hard to pick something up with your hips far away from it. Nice. Good. Try to get behind him, split his legs. Control your weight. Don't look at the floor. Take a SD card?
Yeah. Pretty sweet. I have all these like attachments for it too.
And it's a high frame rate.
Yeah. And all types of like framing, widescreen, fisheye, 1080, 4K.
I feel like this thing would catch on fire in 4K. It can do it, but. Keep your hips close to your partner. Split his legs, break his base. for this last 90 seconds, overhooker, just don't let attacker win, okay? You don't have to split the legs. I want you to be entirely defensive. Attacker, same thing. Get behind or pick your partner's feet up off the ground. Nice. Leverage him over your hips. Get your hips closer, G. I want you hip to hip. Nice. Get your hands locked. Yeah, if you got to go under to get them locked again, that's fine. Go on your back. Lock your hands. We're starting here. My hips are attached to my partner's shoulders, and his elbow is tight to my body. Attacker, your job is to, while staying on top, holding your partner down and keeping your hips attached to his shoulders. I want you to separate your partner's hands and keep them separated for as long as you can. I don't care where you go, how you put your legs or your arms. I just want you to always keep your partner's head and body covered with something. I don't want you guys falling back. To finish an arm lock, we're just trying to stay seated and keep his hands separated for as long as I can. Bottom player, you win by getting your elbow below the line of my hips. I don't care where you guys go, what this ends up looking like. As long as I have an elbow to my body and my hips attached to the shoulders, continue until someone wins. Start building up. Even if he starts getting up to his knees, get up to his. I'm still trying to return him to the floor and separate his hands for as long as I can. Okay, understand? Stay. Okay.
Yeah, this is my contact.
Oh, I put my shin on your nose. Stay seated. Okay, we're not finishing. We're just trying to separate his hands. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I'm starting locked or no?
Yep, hands connected. Go. Attacker, keep your back up off the mat. Keep separating hands. For this one, you can connect your feet, just don't do a full figure four with your legs, just to keep it flowing more. Keep his head covered. Cover his head. Arm lock again. Arm lock again. Yeah.
Oh.
Starting the same situation. Hips are attached to my partner's shoulders. I'm sitting with my back up off the mat. I'm going to look to separate my partner's hands and extend my partner's elbow over a hip to get the submission. But before you try to submit, I want you to uncover one part of your partner's body. What I mean is uncover your partner's head, look to submit from here, uncover your partner's body, look to submit from here. Something like that, okay?
If you take that leg and throw it over the other leg, does that count as uncovering or no?
That's a good question. No. And that's just an entirely arbitrary answer. But right now, no. As long as I have something wedging and holding his shoulders down to the floor, it really doesn't matter what it looks like. I'm just uncovering. Yeah. Uncovering his head or torso before you finish. Again, doesn't matter where you go, getting up on bottom. Still trying to get to his back on the mat to finish, but if you sit from anywhere, just make sure you're uncovering one part of their body. Okay? Defender, just get your elbow back to your body, below his hips, however you want to consider an escape. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Go. I was feeling terrible yesterday. Like I had an unplanned nap, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't have a good plan today. Ended up being like very good, looking back on it. Where it still feels like there's so much fat on my explanations. Follow him, G. Lead with your knee. Yes. Lead with your knee to the floor. Keep rotating. Gee, try to armbar him from there. Follow it, follow it. Nice. Pause for 1 second to uncover him for a second. Even though we're uncovering, nope, stay in your back. Even though we're uncovering something, I still want you to hold that shit down to the floor, okay? Even if you're moving, it's still trying to down to the ground, okay? You could use something like a trap triangle, like feet crossed with a head and arm, if you want to. That counts as uncover, in my opinion. And if you can switch arms during his defense, just keep going. Just start rotating. Good. Take your time. Hold him down. Good. Try to uncover something before you submit. Uncover his head or uncover his body. Walk over him, walk over him. Keep rotating, G. Keep your back off the floor. Yes. Stay, keep your hips close. Watching Ed's section, and you can hear him like walking around. He's like, "Shit, how am I gonna fix this?" Fuck. It's like, what are you talking about?
That's what it's like, man. It's like you really get through
Half guard, double knees down. Starting half guard. My top leg is between my partner and I. I don't care where you put it, where to start. We're gonna look to make connections to our partner's arms with our arms and use our legs to help bring his hands or hands to the floor for as long as I can. It doesn't matter where you guys go or what it looks like. I just want you to always keep both of your legs interacting with one of his, so we're not going to any kind of butterfly situations or X guards, whatever. Start picking your knee up off the mat. I just want you to always interact with one leg and try to get his hands to the floor. Back. Top player, you win by surrounding your partner's hips. You don't have to lock your hands. I just want two parts of your body on both sides of your hips. Doesn't matter what it looks like, what those parts are. I just like put your head to the floor if you want. Yeah. I just want you to encircle, wedge, surround your partner's hips to win. Okay.
Is it an immediate one or 3 second one?
I don't know. I don't want you guys counting, you know. Just don't let him get to your hips. You know. If he, yeah, like if you're immobilized, you win. You know. If you can't get him off you right away, then clearly, you know, he's won. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I don't mean to phrase it clearly like, you know, you should know, but it's a good question.
I think everybody has an enough to know how it feels. No total needs in the classroom.
Go.
Yeah, I try to never involve the counting.
Yeah, that guy in Long Island tries to do the counting pins and like, I don't know. I don't think there's a lot wrong with it because you can just like reference people liking pro wrestling and like make it fun, but it's like a very small use in my opinion. If you're watching this, John, I'm not judging you, sorry.
I feel like it takes the focus off what you're working on, what you're doing.
I mean,
it can remove you from being.
I could totally see, you know, trying to score points at a competition, you might in your head be like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. But I think that's more like
Specific rule set. I can see it for ADCC.
scoring points is kind of a consequence of other stuff we're doing, I think.
Sure.
Unless it's like you're really trying to game things, just fucking hold them down.
Yeah.
Let's get in front of that top leg. So don't go both feet inside, just keep his leg between your thighs. G, you can put any two parts of your body on either side of his hips. Ah, see? Yes. Let's get his knees and elbows off of us. Clear his hands. Yes, grab his hands and get them out of the way. Yes, now get closer. Don't skip your connections. Get his hands off you. Half guard again. Start getting half guard with our top leg and arms, managing space between us and top player. We're still using destabilizing by grabbing arms, pushing, pulling to try and get his hands to the floor and off of us. This time you win three ways. You win by either locking your hands around your partner's torso and getting to a seated butterfly guard, hips up to your partner's shoulders and isolating a limb. Or connecting your partner's hips and isolating a limb, okay? You don't have to finish. I just want you to get to a leg entanglement, some kind of arm lock, or seated guard with locked hands, okay? I'll just tell you guys, dumb these down. I don't want you to just push away and then go. I want you to try and make connections before sitting up. Okay? I couldn't think of a good way to constrain you guys, so I'll just tell you straight up. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. Brain fart, go on your back. This time, top player, I want you to always use forward pressure on your partner. We're looking to splay his legs apart. It's too easy. Splay his legs apart or bind them together. Any way you guys can create this effect, doesn't matter. We're clearing hands so he can't push us. And you win not by surrounding the hips, but by covering your partner's head any way that you want. I just need something covering, surrounding his head to win. Okay? Don't worry about where this leg is. Oh, that crazy balance perfectly. Try to get on your partner's head. Okay? My bad. 1, 2, 3. Go. Go on your back with your knees to your chest. Yep. I'm going to start top player. We're standing at our partner's shoulder line, pinning his knees to his body. We're going to look to get to any pin or submit immediately. Bottom player is going to look to get on top or get to submission. Him taking my back as top position, me taking his back as top position. I just don't want you to jump onto a submission threat. If you can get it quickly, that's fine, but I still want you to prioritize getting his hands and legs out of the way and getting to some kind of pin. Okay. Good. Stand at his shoulders. Just like stand by his head. Yep. Put your hands on his knees. Good. Go. If you get to a pin or submit, you win. Okay, so that's a win. Keep his head covered. Good. Stay on the submission threat. Separate his hands and face his hips. Rotate either way and face his hips. Keep going, keep going. Nice. Good. Switch. Tyrese's. Rutolo headbutt pass. He just put his hands behind his back.
Yeah, drop his head right into their belly. I'm trying to use my head a lot more. Some weird alignment, see what happens.
I feel like he did nothing wrong slapping with Denise. Because they'll people are so good at skirting the line and slapping and kicking you without it being like a real attempt just to rattle you. And Kane just
Alright.
okay, didn't do it anymore after that.
The K fight's MMA too, so it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I appreciate him just being explicit about it, not trying to be sneaky with the strikes.
And he was like, what?
Yeah. Like, what? What is Mateus trying to do? Slap you and kick your leg? Like, that's not a real attempt. He's just trying to fucking bang on your face.
Trying to get you, break your attention.
He's ADCC champ under Marcelo. He knows what he's doing. Stay on the legs. Nice.
Good.
Face his hips. Keep rotating. Yes. Separate his hands. What? My phone freezing. Might do that next, actually. Yeah. It's gonna be some stupid moves today. Start basing, start basing, start building. Get them away from your head and start basing. Good.
Like all the adrenaline like dumped out of my body between like this end of the last class and the start of this one.
That's like a match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That little break. Alright, we got 24 hours to recover. Just about. We'll be good for tomorrow.
I can't wait for more people to start coming to these so I can be like, just fuck with them. Like just mess with them.
You guys, eventually when more people start showing up, you'll be accustomed to this.
Yeah, basically.
It'll be everybody else
Yeah.
wilting.
Trying to destabilize your mind as well.
Yeah.
Those 2 weeks off that way down out.
How about you? Lay on your back, legs facing me, and rotate away from me. Yes. We're going to start in what you might call a leg drag. I don't care if you are splitting the legs or not. Actually, I do care. We're starting splitting the legs. Top player, I want you to get to chest to chest, or chest to back, or submit from anywhere you want, but you're not allowed to go around the legs. I want to make it harder for you. You have to go through the legs, around the legs somehow, toward wherever the leg dragging direction is, if that makes sense. So I can't just get behind right away. I have to do something where I have to interact, deal with these legs while looking to get to a pin or a submission. Back. Bottom player, your job is to stand up with your hands off the floor. You don't have to break connections. Get to a seated guard with feet inside, or just become top player. Okay? Just keep your foot behind his knee. Yeah. Go. You got to go toward the legs. Keep him on his back. I'll start splitting his feet. And bottom player, you can use the threat of submission to help you get on top, attacking a leg, attacking an arm. We're just not looking to explicitly submit from bottom. Yes. So in this case, you're not allowed to just go to your right and take the back. You have to go through, over, whatever the legs. Okay. Nice. See if you can use it to manage space. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Nice. Get your back up off the mat. Good. Ooh. Is your foot okay? You felt kind of weird in your foot. You okay? Okay. Top player, I want you to continuously bind their legs together or splay them apart. You can feel the tension. I just don't want you to let them have any play inside of this space. Take their legs to the extremes while looking to pass or submit. Okay. Yep. Good. Don't let them rotate in. Nice. Good. Nice. Derek Lewis. Just get up. Keep his knees together or split apart. Good. Rest of the round, top player, you win by any pin, chest to back, doesn't matter, or submitting on the legs. You can't do any upper body submissions as top player. Bottom player, just get your back up off the floor. Rotate toward me a little bit more. No, like Tyrus. Yeah, turn toward. Yeah. Just be on your side as bottom player. Yeah. Top player's looking to pin or submit on the legs. Bottom player, just get your back up off the mat and face your partner. Standing, get on top, seated guard, doesn't matter. Good. Step on it. Step on it. Keep them together. Pin his knees. Nice. Top player pin or finish on the legs.
Did some rumble wrestling today. Girls. It's fun.
I have no idea why I call it that. I think I heard Dima say like rumble passing, and for some reason that just created an association in my head.
The cue to include lateral movement is really huge.
Yeah, just
Mostly
always,
sit in front of each other.
always getting behind your partner.
Yeah. Facing them, but having them not face you. Really good.
Yeah, that's the whole like, well, how are you gonna teach someone misdirection, snap down? It's like, dude, they're gonna not let you get behind them. You're gonna find a way to fucking move their head out of the way. Oh, oh, nice.
That's sweet.
Start with your back up off the mat, Tyrese. Turn away. Yeah. Go. Yes. Don't let him stand. Nice. I was hoping this would funnel them toward attacking legs from the top, but not today. Oh. you go quad pod like this.
Downward facing dog.
Pretty much. So we're going to start quad pod versus seated player with your feet crossed. Top player wins by getting to a pin or submitting. Bottom player wins by getting on top or finishing on the legs. I don't care how you guys get to top, wrestle up, pull guard, whatever. We're starting in this really, hopefully very weird scrambly situation. Okay?
You said finish on a leg?
Yep.
You're
If you're bottom player.
not the top player one, or is it like getting
Pin or submit.
I'm not connected at all.
No connection. And you're starting with your feet crossed Indian style. Go. That's a win. That's a win. Bottom player, get on top or finish on the legs. Top player, pin or submit. Okay. Go. All right, this should be a earlier in the class kind of game. Yes. If your chest is on their chest or their back, that's a win. Go. Nice. That's a win. Top player, you got to get over your partner and hold them down. Go. Keep going. Ooh. Reset. If there wasn't like a stalemate, I would have let it keep going. Yeah, is your hand okay? It looks like
Yeah.
weird for a second.
Finger got caught. Really sore one.
You know, this time, seated player, face away from your partner. Your back facing them. Yeah, quad pod still up. Good, get your knees off the ground. Go. Get the hooks in. Hooks in or submit for top player. Pick them up. Keep covering, keep covering. Yeah, keep going. Bottom player get on top or finish on the legs. Top player get to a pin or submit. Yes. Manage distance, manage distance. Nice. Keep climbing. Connect to the backs of his knees. Nice. Good. Face the window, Terry's. Yeah. Go. I guess it's still fair. Keep connecting, keep connecting. Nice. Take it. Get closer. Get closer. Good. Keep going. Nice. All right, this time, seated player face Ryan. Quad pod stay the same direction. Yeah. Okay. Go. This might be, all right. Maybe there's changing the direction every time's good. Because you can see, like, you know, hit an arm drag, you fall on your ass or something happens. Go. I need to find a way to motivate bottom player to not fall back. I think going for the legs isn't a good task for bottom player.
Good. Nice.
Go. Ah, he won. He was seated. He got on top. Sit a little bit closer to his hips, like back up a little bit. Yeah. Go. Cover his toes, cover his toes. Bring yourself to his foot. Keep building, keep building.
Had a good ankle lock.
You got me with one last week. Go. Yes. Keep pinning him, keep pinning him. Good.
Nice.
"90 seconds, take your time. Go. Go. No. Don't go to your back, top player. Reset.
Second, guys. Last one. We're done.
Go.
Nice.
Take it.
Nice.
Good.
All right, guys.
That's class.